That's definitely on my mind.
Now we're seeing, and again, just like Drusdill did in Game 1, Drusdill is building 2 refineries at the same time. A supply depot here. The supply depot is acting sort of as a scout around the barrier of his main base. And the Terran army now consists of six Marines. The Protoss army is 1 Stalker, 1 Zealot, and sitting in his main base. So this little scouting mission by Wybang is going to be very critical. The Zemlag watchtower being controlled. And we're seeing an expansion this time. Wybang is not going to try a quick 1 base push with some kind of warp in trickery. And the warp gate technology though got chrono boosted a couple of times. I guess he views it as being critical. And here come, how many Marines? Was this 9 Marines moving through the middle of the field?
That's right. And they're going to back off.
Yep. So he saw something he didn't like or whatever. In any event, no expansion from Drusdill. So you know what? The shoe is on the other foot here. In Game 1, Drusdill was going to attempt a rather quick expansion. And Wybang countered with, oh, and look at this nice little scan. So Drusdill is now aware of Wybang's expansion plans, and he's expanding and teching up at the same time. He's only got how many gateways? I mean, he's two warp gates and a robotics facility. He better crank out an immortal out of there. No, he's going to crank out an observer.
Forge goes down as well. And
yeah, so he's probably going to turtle up. And Drusdill elected to build a command center. So that's fortunate for Wybang.
And Stimpack is being researched and is, 3/4 done. We also see that there is siege tank ability going down right now for Drusdill as well, and this observer is going to get some good vision on his opponent's base.
Yeah, it's a good thing for Protoss that Terran elected to expand. Had Terran elected a 1 base push, it would have been pretty rough.
Agreed.
In any event, the observer moving halfway through the map. And the Protoss has now got 11 more probes. He's got 11 more harvesters than Terran. And the observer will provide Wybang with a beautiful view of Drusdill's base.
And it looks like Wybang is actually opting to build a cannon or 2 in the front of his base.
Yep, not a bad move.
Twilight Council going down as well.
Along with a third warp gate, a third gateway, which hopefully will become a warp gate. It will right now. And as you mentioned, the Twilight Council is warping in. Wybang is going to be mining off of 3 assimilators and now a 4th assimilator. So Wybang's going to be getting a ton of gas. To contrast that, Drusdill is only mining from 2 refineries. So Drusdill probably will be focusing on a lot less of gas-heavy units. This observer's in a great position, allowing him to basically see everything. And the Marine goes down.
And, level 1 upgrades is going down right now for the ground units of Protoss. We also see a Dark Templar Shrine coming down. It is just the Dark Shrine, but I say the Templar just so the people who don't know about the Dark Shrine.
Well, the Dark Shrine allows you to build Dark Templar units.
Well, that's right.
Yep, some people don't know that. So,
just clarifying.
All you kids out there, just make sure that if there's a Dark Shrine around, you know that the Protoss player can build Dark Templars. You know me, I'm worried about all the kids that watch the show.
Right.
Now we've got a 3rd and 4th refinery, and really a macro game here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 barracks, 1 starport with dropships being pumped out of it, and 1 factory. So, and we see a probe puddling along here, poking through the middle of the map. This is a very different game from Game 1. Game 1 was Game 1 was a one-base push. Now, the thing is, at this point, Wybang has got 52 probes. Drusdill's only got 36 SCVs. Drusdill's got to do something. He's either got to build more worker units or do something. Now, this observer is watching these two dropships go in completely different directions. And Wybang's reacting to it. Look at this. He saw it with his observer, and he's looking for it.
Oh, and also look at this. 4 Dark Templars warping in on this pylon that was placed right here. Proxy pylon. Dark Templars coming in, trying to do some damage here. Nice move by Wybang.
They are succeeding.
That's right. He sent 2 in first to take care of the tanks, and then he sent the other 2 to take care of the SCVs. Drusdill just lost the whole line of SCVs on his natural expansion. Oh,
Drusdill's down to 27, and look at this drop by Drusdill, and it's not going to work.
And look at that cannon right there, ready for it.
Ouch. Oh.
GG. Drusdill, GG's, and Wybang takes the point. We're going into a third round, folks. As we see Terran as we see Protoss take the victory there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll save you guys from the win video until we finish the best of matches. I figure it's better to play them all the way at the end instead of playing them every time one of the best of 3 matches happens. And thanks everybody for joining us here at Imbalance TV. As you may or may not know, I'm MC Duffs, and with me is Jim Raynor. We're bringing you the CraftCup number 28.
Yo.
So we are going to be going into a third game here, and we are waiting for that to commence.
So that, to me, that was an interesting, like a totally different kind of macro type of game, and it looked as though the choice to use Shakuras Plateau as the map was a wise decision on the part of Wybang to win that game. And it'd be interesting to see if he goes big map or small map in this game 3.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. That will be interesting to see for sure. And apparently Goody Reaper bunker rushed on Zelnaga Caverns.
Beautiful.
That's right. And before Magdalena did a roach drop. And yeah. There was one, I guess there was one Thor and a bunch of SCVs repairing it, so that sounds like a good highlight of that game. Anyways, let's get into this next match.
Join in on me.
All right.
So this is game 3 of the quarterfinals of CraftCup 28. We started with 840 players. Both of these guys have knocked off 7 opponents to get to this point. And Drusdill's choosing a pretty big map.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Jungle Basin.
One rule these guys need to be aware of. Drusdill gets the last faction switch. So if Wybang changes factions. Okay. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. If Wybang changes factions, Drusdill can... It's cool. So it's fine. I mean, Wybang is not switching, so that's good.
So he's going random once again, huh?
Yep.
All right, everybody, welcome to Imba TV, where everything is in balance. We've got a tie game here as Drusdill faces off. Oh, okay, so we got a little bit of lag. Anyways, Drusdill faces off versus Wybang, and Wybang is sitting at 1 point. Drusdill is sitting at 1 point as well. We've got a Terran versus Random. and we get some lag, and so I'm not really. So it looks like Terran versus Terran here.
Yep. It will be a Terran mirror match, and Jungle Basin offers a couple of good opportunities to scout or to expand early in the game due to the natural expansion area being only accessible through the main base.
That's right, and there are
of each player,
and there is a little bit of rocks. There's rocks there so that you can get into the back of that natural expansion as well. And there is no high yield, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to a good match. So here we go. We are in, and you can go ahead and take it away. This is the quarterfinals of the Craft Cup, number 28. And whoever wins this goes into the semifinals. So this is the one to take it all. Go ahead, Jim.
All right, and once again, facing against a random opponent, the first thing Drusdill does is build an SCV and send it straight into Wybang's base. He will find a Terran army there. Because this is a two-player map, Drusdill is 100% positive that his opponent must be here. And I'll bet you Drusdill avoided all of the four-player maps because he knew that his opponent was going to go random. What do you think of that theory? Great, I'm glad you agree. In any event, Drusdill is building his supply depot in his main base. So is Wybang.
And there's my mute button again. Anyways, I said it. I agree with your theory. Anyway.
My theory? Yeah, that's what I think. Anyway, at this point, Drusdill has spotted his quarry. He knows who he's fighting. And Wybang is going to start off with a barracks in his main base. And of course, Drusdill is a bit behind because Drusdill had to scout. So there's a couple of seconds behind in building. Wybang is going to scout with his SCV that completed the supply depot. And it looks like Wybang is going right after this Drusdill SCV. It's down to 10 health, as a matter of fact. However, Drusdill has spotted his opponent's build order and, more importantly, the race of his opponent. And Drusdill will again start with a double barracks opening. 2 barracks, no gas.
That's right, and it was spotted by Wybang, so we're going to see what kind of reaction comes from Wybang.
And he's done this every game in this series.
Yeah.
And so he starts building the second barracks before he gets the orbital command, which is an interesting twist on the standard Terran build order.
Oh, and look at that SCV down to 10 health.
Yep. And orbital command completed by Wybang. Wybang continues to pump Marines out of his single barracks. And interesting that Wybang is going for that second
refinery.
Yeah, so early. And notice where we see
with only 1 barracks. Don't mean to interrupt, but and there is a factory as well going down. So
yep, he probably want to get it as soon as possible. And maybe we're going to see a tech lab on top of the barracks. No, we're not. Now, the interesting thing is, we see Drusdill walling off his second entrance to his base. Drusdill's on the move. Look at this, Marines on the move, and Marines are coming out of both barracks while 2 refineries are being built. And first thing he does is he stops at the watchtower to make sure that his opponent did not see these Marines coming. So now that Drusdill knows that Wybang doesn't know. So what's he going to do about that? Because he went through both.
Now, looking at the front of Wybang's base, we see there is a bunker. So
that's going to put an end to that.
Yeah, it's going to make it almost impossible for these Marines to make it all the way through that bunker.
And I think another thing is that, oh, look at this. Now he spots all the Marines. Let's see.
That's right.
The bunker is also a big indicator of a big tech build. I mean, as soon as I see a bunker this early in the game, I'm thinking Banshee right away. As
soon as you see this second refinery that early, you gotta hint at that as well.
But his scout wasn't there to see it?
No, of course not. I'm just saying from our position anyway.